What is the best food in a can? An ingredient, a full meal, a snack. Your favorite canned foods, now on the Brew.
Joel, you hungry? What's the best food if you gotta open up a can?
This is really, really difficult because there's a lot of good answers for it. Baked beans get a honorable mention, a Hall of Fame mention. No, number one, I go with spicy chicken noodle soup. I have a bunch of that in my kitchen right now, and I eat it pretty regularly. But you make it super spicy. It's got a lot of protein, a lot of veggies, and a couple noodles for fiber.
Nice. I just went while you were talking there and got my answer out of the cabinet, and it's manwich. You ever have Sloppy Joe's manwich? You ever have this? It's good, manwich. Every man first of all should have a can of manwich in your cupboard. You put in a little meat. Manwich is a sandwich is a sandwich, but a manwich is a meal. That's our old tagline. For a second, but it's great. You throw it in a pot, you put this on there instantly. Whether you put it in a bun or whatever, it's nice barbecue flavor. Manwich, I always keep it in a cupboard. That's good too. But your answer was good too. It's just there's those like basic staples everybody has in their cupboard that you could just like pop open. I don't know what the hell to eat tonight, so let's just open a can.
Yeah, you can actually combine those two.
Oh yeah, you could.
It's actually a good. Like you can do both, or you can make chili with it.
Oh, you know what? I bet you could make chili with it because it kind of is like a chili kind of based thing. That's a good answer. It's always.
I feel like anything you could put a lot of hot sauce into is probably something that's like a good answer in general. I mean, you can do that for both of those, including what you just said.
Yeah, I was always going to say this too. As a man or when you're in a relationship, you should always have some type of food in a can in the cupboard, just in case you get into a fight and then you don't know what to cook, or she doesn't want to cook, you don't want to cook, and you just got to make a meal for yourself. Just open up a can. My grandfather used to always keep cans of Spam in the cupboard, which is like I don't even know what the hell kind of meat that is, but in case you ever just didn't know what to eat or got drunk in the middle of the night and need something to pop
Human
open.
meat, as far as you know.
Yeah, Spam. And the thing is, too, I don't think Spam ever decomposes. Just however they make that stuff, it just kind of stays in the can. So yeah, it's like that mystery meat that'll last forever. Well, let's get to our viewers' our answers though, because you guys have a lot of suggestions out of foods you think that are great to have in a can. Here comes the laundry list, because Starman says chunky soup, or pretty much anything served on the buffet at a Golden Corral. Rafa Guitar says Goya red kidney beans. Vamos Yankees agrees beans. Craig also agrees lol beans. Rudy says spinach in a can. I wonder if Rudy's got himself, he's thinking about, Popeye, or Popeye the Sailor Man.
Yeah, he's definitely got a sailor in the back of his mind. No, spinach is great. I don't think I've ever had it out of a can. That doesn't sound good to me.
That's a really good question. I don't think I ever had spinach out of a can either. It's got to...
I didn't even know they served it in a can. You can get it frozen, you can get it in a bag, you can get it just fresh off the leaf, depending on how quickly you're going to use it, but I've never seen it in a can.
I can't say that I have either. I bet you they do, though, in the grocery. I mean, Popeye and the cartoons just open it out of a can, so they've got to. That's a great question. I'll have to check that out next time I get my groceries.
I looked it up on Popeye, so I know it's real.
Yeah. Nice. Yes. Rafa Guitar says borscht. Scrooge McGavin says Campbell's tomato soup. And Thomas says cranberry sauce. I have a cranberry sauce story I got to share. You ready for this? This is good. Okay, so a bunch of us one time after work here in New York City went to a fancy New York City steakhouse, which, as you know, you go to New York City steakhouse, you're instantly 3 figures in when you're at a good one, because you're going to get a good meal, it's top shelf service. And one of the people I was with got cranberry sauce on the side. Joel, they put the cranberry sauce in this little saucer bowl on the table. I swear to God, it still had the ring indentations from the side of the can on it. So we're in this high-end New York City restaurant, and you got the rings from the cranberry sauce can on it. And it was like the craziest thing ever. It was just before Twitter, so I don't picture it on social media, but to this day I remember it was one of the stupidest, but yet funniest things I ever saw. Something you'd never expect in a high-end place.
Well, they're cutting costs. They're coming for you, Joe.
Or at that restaurant, they just shop at ShopRite like the rest of us do here, the local Whole Foods, yeah. Okay, that was my story. I thought it was fun. Rafa Guitar says caviar. Nick says SpaghettiOs. Hey, SpaghettiOs, that's good drunk food. You ever have the SpaghettiOs?
Yeah, they're not my favorite, but good drunk food. That's a good way to put it. Like, you can kind of tolerate them if you're like hammered off your ass.
I'm going to actually go one up with this. I like SpaghettiOs, but I like the ABCs of 1, 2, 3s with meatballs better. You get those little itty bitty like tiny meatballs in there. Again, don't know what kind of meat that is, but great drunk food. I like it. And finally, we got one more answer, and it is Munation 2. Oh, it's my favorite one. Nick says beer. That's a good answer. You like that, don't you?
Beer. It counts as one of the fucking food groups.
I mean, I have one right now. Look, there's enough like calories and stuff in it. That, yeah, it fills you up, especially if you do like, you know, a real thick beer. Like that's actually more filling than food. You're not wrong.
Yeah, go for a stout. You know, go for a oatmeal stout, or go for like a Guinness.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely filling food. So, all right, well, thanks for all your great answers, and there's lots more bar talk by you. Click on the like, subscribe button for all the fun here on the Big Jersey Joe 50 YouTube channel. 4 big shows waiting for you every week. And yeah, very interesting. And one thing I guess they always tell you, you should have some food in a can in your cupboard just in case for an emergency or like we said, breakup or something. But yeah, it's just something everybody should do.
Yeah, tornado, hurricane, earthquake, landslide, Sasquatch sighting. Always make sure you have food in a can.
There you go. And then when you're done with the food, you will also be passing it back out in the can. Never mind. I immediately regret that joke. All right, Jersey Joe and I am saying thanks for watching. I need to shut this off now. I'll see you next time, I hope.
Alexa's Comedy Club is open once again, with funny coffee jokes and one-liners. Streaming now on Kicking Back with Jersey Joe.